Tigers would hunt each other if there is a reason, but it is not in their nature. The felines compete for a territory, and they ferociously defend that territory from other tigers. They may expand their territory to include places with a healthy prey base. These two tigers are involved in a crazy fight, but that's because they share the same enclosure. However, two tigers fighting can be cute, just like these two little ones in this video. Next, these two tigers seem to be gearing up for a conflict as they study one another, slowly circling each other. Is anything going to happen, or is this part of a friendly ritual? In this video, two tigers stare at one another on this roadside until they clash and go at it furiously. Now this is a battle worth filming. They get back up again and being the staring game once more. Until the next episode, which we don't get to see. Finally, another violent clash of epic proportions occurs when this huge tiger flanks another tiger and they go at it for a few seconds, until one of the tigers stays laying down on the ground. Tigers consume a wide variety of prey, from insects to elephant calves. Large-bodied prey weighing 45 pounds or more, such as deer, represent an important part of their diet. In our first video, this tiny deer tries to escape the grips of this tiger, but the tiger makes the kill. Next, a huge tiger needs at least 12 pounds of meat every day to survive. This tiger-filled watering hole may appear to be an all-you-can-eat buffet, but this tiger requires stealth and quickness to make the kill. He gallops across the water, which already makes it harder, but it's also more difficult for the deer to escape, and the tiger eventually catches up to one of the deer and makes the kill. It must be so intimidating for the deer when they see a beast like that run across the water to kill them. So much so that it wouldn't surprise me if some of the other deer freeze out of total fear. Deer work together in groups and warn one another if danger is lurking in the horizon. However, once a tiger isolates a deer, especially a young one, it's time to say the "Our Father" a few times. Finally, this deer becomes lunch for this tiger that lives in a wildlife sanctuary. I guess they have to feed the tigers live animals, so it mimics their life in the wild. Either that, or the deer wanted to see if the tiger could catch it, or if they have to. But the wild boar is not an easy prey to capture. So if there is something more appealing on the menu, tigers will avoid hunting the wild boar. Nonetheless, the tiger is such a powerful hunter that no matter what animal it targets in the wild, it's almost a sure kill. And you can see it for yourself in this video that this wild boar didn't last long. Next, this young tiger jumps out of the water to attack this huge male wild boar. The tiger is inexperienced, nervous, and indecisive, but gets the job done. The only problem is it doesn't kill the boar, and it begins chewing on its back while the boar is still alive. Another wild boar is biting the dust, and as this tiger is trying to bring it down, just the squealing of the animal is enough to make your heart pound. Our next wild boar that finds the end of the road is ambushed by a tiger and brought down. It's obvious that tigers rule the land, spotted by predators, hunting at different times and often pursuing different prey than their competitors, as well as resting in trees. A tiger, known to local researchers as ST3, can be seen hunt huge animals such as deer, moose, wild boar, and yes, bears. Although predominantly Himalayan bears, the latter account for 5% of all major meals on the tiger's menu. When natural prey becomes scarce in Russia, the Siberian tiger turns towards the brown bear for nourishment. Siberian tigers and North American grizzly bears are solitary hunters. The Siberian tiger, on the other hand, is capable of taking down a large meal and is the main predator over their grizzly. Tigers have an even easier time with sloth bears, except when it is a mother sloth bear protecting her young. Watch how this mom fights the tiger like it's the last day of their life, and this is no short battle. The bear takes it to the tiger, so much so that the tiger eventually gives up and says to himself, "This is way too much trouble." The baby sloth cheers his mother on after the victory. Next, these two tigers advance toward the Asiatic bear, but the bear stands up and confronts the tigers. The tigers keep marching like they're on a mission, but neither one of them jumps the bear. I'm guessing it's not as easy as it looks. Another sloth bear tiger confrontation, but this time the sloth bear chases the tiger away, and even though there are two tigers, they don't bother pursuing the bear. This next clip is funny. This tiger sneaks up on this large sloth bear, and the minute the tiger is about to jump the bear turns around and growls and chases the scared tiger away. Sometimes the hunter becomes the hunted. So far, we have seen the sloth bear stand up to lone tigers, but when a group of tigers attacks one bear, like in this video, the bear or any other animal for that matter has very little chance of surviving.